Emo ato Ghana man adeshaman memo bibiara ahazeba area ber Abusua kase Akan KASE3BO wo big family radio KASE3BO yezifiyen main studio Doblo Gono upper class school junction ewa enansami ya dandan ninwa na ye biefima yezi emu kranje no yezi badan wo ende ewia brim ejuma kubi adaro manobo ine chudom oye trustees network group Center for Trade Big Family Multimedia Institute BFM store and1 enobo mechudom ende ewia brim medze nsama hodwe mazalba abadano za odmo akoten ebi ene day ended the Ghana man paying Mahamako Pemu ewo atoye mantomu na wakosha wan bobia ebosha no ninchimuno mede eba abosumo wo swafo sho man Ghana ene enam kane won samodo so akasa achemu de en said wo de birugwa kwemu mesmo ba ya oye petroleum sector no zo ba ye bia no wobotuma ye etaboa na wetum nsaka bi abam na oye abedwoko wa to da wonye nhwemu fanta wanta wosi e wo man Ghana mbehye bedwemu fie no ene da wokọ asetena ozikan ne munchemu no so medibi erebro ende ena wa boto goda ene da mbehye bedwemu bi kopoemu wo mbehye bedwemu fie a waso aketwi twi na waka no wante won wase ni twi na okan na abusua yedi nchemu bebro ne nti a oketwi ewo mbehye bedwemu fie no ni na no ebeti ewo KASE3BO yi mu ensam no ebinime kayi hu ena ya abo ne beda wa mezebo somude ewia ber abusua kase Akan KASE3BO okin Kenya watamanka ende ewia beri izin a mejedo aranyen Jatsa Kobena Durina from Jata Koko school time was porcupine. Afe Jebre na Manfa and Samano Ninchemu Emo Ghana man payin Yera Yohani Dramani Mahama or the Nentwabo Ekopemu Ewo Atoye Mantomwa Orda ase ni nine day adisha wo atoye mantemu no wotumtu aba enwona aba oto ne ka ho emotumzi nkunyim ewo afe apime bien ena eduenu anan aba yetu no mo na omampanyin Mahamako Pemu atoye mantemu a onye na nkote na okroe oswafo ahwaman Ghana yene asase ndefo meguti wonsamodo oye Yera Imano Kofibua ono krisanso ye swafo hwe atoye mantom no okamum enafe oswafo hwe ne nsum na monsamodo mami Emilia ata osanso ye mbrehye bedwumani edema de hye wo shama abatum pehyedo onwaso Kopemu ewo dwumadi na ase ewo takrade na abra omampanyin Mahamako Pemu no kasa no ena ochem de egoti bie ya omampanyin dada ekufado ohyase no a ende wentum anko na wieyi emena membuda bebeyi no no ono omampanyin Mahama eba wa be obohwe na wetum na waye de medwumedi no ama market circle na wa kawo no wetum ewie pepeyo na owie na ochem de akwanya hodo wa atoye mantemu nso a emprempen wentum wonye ana wanfa ma na wieyi ni hina no na ba wa be obohwe na waye ni hina ede amadehia wo atoye mantomu wo
na ene muhu ye ha na yekura no bone yenim se oka takrade a enye only market circle only takrade only market circle enti yenim se ejuma ibebie edru a aka eyade a oyo haw e matakrade fo nyina enti enne yeba se yene ahemfo ne takrade fo nyina behia ne adamwase ene adepa moye maaye abatu onim na ansa ne ebekwa kodi se ejuma no na me se e o se me behwe market circle na me ne contractor for no kasa ne enhwe kwan a yebetimi afa so na ejuma no atoado na yetimi awie na takradefo enya ho mfaso enti ya behwe ni nyina o ma kyerɛkyerɛ bibia mu enti yesa konkran Friday a ebe yene contractor for no any minister of finance betranse ni ahwe ensehye a yebeye senobeya yebetimi atoa edwuma no so enti senyame adoma enche bia contractor no eni na edwuma efo ombesa ba na omo abetua edwuma no so na takrade for enya edwa no faso
nyame aye bia ma takrade man ne mesiafo nyame aye bia ma yen nti esede nyame na be yegwe yonyen papa onyen osande sister ya bre ya how wanjuni ye hu kwao ya bre so wajuni binum wa menyim wanjuni ye hu de wa we ye nkote na dum nyame de papa ya be mama nyame nkano hu no be ye egwe mahen
ye danasi omo hwe ye egwe ne mahen na yenye bebi ntanta na ade so abedo be ya me na ye gitu ye danasi no be ye me
ye wa reshem de wa ban inya na wa register ye nyina ye sabaka ye ne pata ye ka peda ibi ne sanka kaneze because inya hye na adwuma ye ya ahen ye company ahen it is waji ibi ne zifinisema obeya na onye fe iti yes register na wa hwe wa yamode bol nya de obasesa obiala ne sabaka ne de
egwonu obunde wore ni yamen ya twena wonye obi nkogu wonye kura wonu wewu ewifu wonu woska so afa po sedem ni puru nyi hwade nti esran eden kon sran no ombe yemehen nyame mana hode na nkwa yentuma ne bere onfa yemehen nyame no ma nkwa nyame onwum do ye no yemehen nti esran wa ban oyemehen nyame so nka no ombo
Abusua na onetu no omampanyin Mahama saso kasai enoru chemu de yehwe mpuntunjuma hodo rokodo ewo omanga na ha mantom bia obia be yane chefa nanso atoye mantom ze baby odo wotumi gina ewo mpuntunjuma mu de obohwe ema wegina.
Chieftaincy institution remains the backbone of our governance and our community leadership. Our chiefs have been custodians of peace, our culture and development, and in the most challenging times you have stood firm in safeguarding the integrity of our society. And that is why I'm calling you once again to be active participants in the constitutional review process which we have started, and I hope that when the conference takes place, Nananum will participate fully. I believe that Ghana's governance structures must reflect our rich traditions, and our chiefs must have a more defined and meaningful role in national development. And that is why this review process will seek to ensure that traditional authorities are not just symbolic figures, but are key partners in decision-making at all levels of government. The Western region has long been the bedrock of Ghana's economy. From gold to cocoa, from oil to timber, this region has contributed immensely to our national wealth. And yet for far too long, it has not received its fair share of development. Nananum, this must change. I'm here today, Nananum, to assure you that under my leadership as President of the Republic of Ghana, the Western region will take its rightful place as a priority in Ghana's development agenda. The great wealth of this region must translate into better roads, into quality healthcare, into improved job opportunities, into improved education, and a better standard of living for the people of this region.
Abusua na yewura mampanyin Mahama ena etene kano okopemu wo atoye mantema ordinary dinsam na nzama hodo a osusu do botuma ye edabua adehia wo atoye mantemu no ena odi etugwa na yetua ensam no do yewura John Jenapo oni oswafa Oshoman Ghana yane enyinam kane ho ensam do ono so akasa na odensama wodo atugwa na nansam orikane nyina anyene de yehwe oye Ghana yene petro ho ensansam pa oyada prempen emu enwo abasampa enti ose obohwe na practice ahodo etum akọ na wa ma downstream abam ewo yene petroleum sector no mu na nyina ebaboa na enam kane ho ensam so etum ejina brand ewo oman Ghana na abra kasa no eno sansu echembiem dem enzama wudu bi obotuma ye eda aboa ama da midnetum akwakan no obohwe na waye eda aboa ema da maz no wetum akwakan ye pa mesmo be adehye ebinom ewon so woni enam kane so no esam no obotum ejina brane wo oman Ghana.
From you, I've already written a letter to you. We want to review the entire downstream petroleum sector and bring it to scratch so that it can be in conformity with modern trends. And so undertake a major review. My predecessor attempted reviewing some portions of the petroleum sector, particularly the MPA Act, but it got stuck in Parliament. And so this time around we are taking a holistic view of the entire petroleum sector, so that we can define rules well, bring about operational efficiency, increase accountability, and ensure that we serve the people of Ghana. One key issue that we're working to address, and not just from the Minister of Finance, is on the issues of forests. How can we ensure that we're able to address your forest challenges in a more transparent manner? We're also reviewing the Gold for Oil program, as we promised in our manifesto. And already the Minister of Finance is working on the gold aspect. He intends to set up what he describes as a gold board. On our side too, we are reviewing it. And so if you see some work, it's just an interim arrangement. You can't truncate the process until you have a workable solution. Our refinery is also a key integral part of what we intend to do. Our vision is that if we can get you Ghanaian entrepreneurs to lead the process, it will help us a lot. And so we'll take a second look at Tamara refinery, but in line with our local content policy, we want to give the first option to you captains of industry in Ghana here. And where you do not have the capacity, I'm confident that you can source for capacity to augment what you do with us. Our only request will be the protection of our investment. And why do we say this? Some time back, we were made to invest within the Tama enclave. We were made to construct pipelines to pass through Tor to ensure that there are no pipelines crisscrossing.
Abusua yatwa samanodo na yaze amo yanko enkonko premu ewo abejokufu wan enyim na eneda ena wone abejoko wotse de woyen hwemu mfanta wantawa osi ewo man Ghana mehye bejomu fie dano na wotwi ya enda yode enda na wotwe pepepe ena da me ntawantawe osi wo man Ghana embrehye bejomu fie na chede wose wantu ho ase ekosi akofa ha emobe yedeja de mensem no ena na modo emampenfo tsanase woto de abejoku no ene de no wo hye asa wo kọ oye wotena asa watoto amanfo ano yewura Mahama Osman ayerga Mahama ayerga kopemu odwumedi na ase ena afa so yewura Kwame Agbeja kopemu wa enwon so kacha che won nsem chirempenfo
handle so that you push Ablakwa to Friday morning. Is that acceptable? They said no, they must vet the two of them that day. Then I went to the minority side and tried to plead with them. Is it okay for you to vet Akan since he's already seated, and then we can defer Ablakwa to Friday morning? And they also said no, they will not vet Akando. Some were okay. Some said we don't have a problem with Akando, but we have a problem vetting Ablakwa tonight. So I decided to engage the minority leader, and I asked him to come out of the committee room with me so that talk. So outside, he gave a very strong objection.
But on a particular day of Wednesday before the Thursday incident, though a number of colleagues were scheduled to be vetted, there was a decision to bring in Mr. Vomawo to appear before the appointment committee. It meant that all colleagues who were scheduled to appear on the Wednesday on the master list or master program couldn't be vetted. Though many of them have also made arrangements for those who they want to come and give them moral support, have already made plans and were almost ready. In fact, some of them were in town. So it meant that all who actually were supposed to be vetted on the Wednesday have to be shifted to the Thursday. As said by the leader, I know Honorable Ablakwa wanted to be vetted a week before the week into which the incident happened. They couldn't give him the opportunity to be vetted. So originally, Honorable Ablakwa was supposed to be vetted on the Thursday. So if anybody says Honorable Ablakwa was being smuggled into Thursday, that is not true.
Abusua yatwa KASE3BO no do na yede amon ya komanga na mbreshe bedwomufie mbreshe bedwomini edema adisha wa Asante Achim North abatompeshe do ni miafo ohene Kwame Frimpong na ene da bra mbreshe bedwomufo kwa asetena no na obia richana adwen wo nimpeshe do obia riza abobo nimpeshe do za onkoy wo nimpeshe do za unyanka aben bi aben botuma ye ede ama nimpeshe do wo ena wodo to gwa wa manga na mbesha be mu fie oniminyafo ohene Kwame Frimpong akase ena orichem de Mr. Speaker mepocha obayan kama mokwan na mensan beken manka no yankase yankase manka no chi manka na brofo osana article krampo de ene medi adwuma we krampo no o kyan ne de yebotumi akatwi e wo mbesha be mu fie ha entima mokwan na manka twi ana obisande na twi epede identity epede katwi also what den yim de abaye tuwi atimemufu ya ma mempeshe do fi ena woto abema mende menya akonye mabudura he enti mempeshe do fo no se so abana mbaka asen bi na of mpeshe do one of mine no ho a ena ono menka twi enti twi na mebeka no ze mempeshe do fo bi sam no ena mereye no osana bible se bisa na wade bom nti se mempeshe do fo na ebisa de a ena ono de twi no de makapa ampania pa aida agro ni fom yewra ohene Kwame Frimpong okay twi no pepepe Akan ni twi pepepe ode any presentation e wa parliament wo macha de osewenwa onde e kechiro
Asante Achim North.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to stand by Order 631 of the Standing Order and bring my contribution in the local language. Order 633.
Are you going to do the interpretation in English?
Yes, I can do that. Yeah.
If you can do that, but why do you want to do it in Twi?
My constituents have told me severally that they want to hear or understand most of what we speak about in Parliament in the local language. So if I can indulge you on that, I would really appreciate it.
Is that so?
Yes, please. Right. Mr. Speaker, Didi Canada, Yunyaba, Aye, Felicia, Aje, Sir, Ode, and some here we are together. Now, Kakra me pesa me kan yakwan enye dodona enye ewo Ghana ha and afi ye street light ye ma me no eka bebre efa tourism ho ye nim sɛneɛ tourism ɛboa kuro biara sɛneɛ ɛtumi sika ɛba ɛma economy no emu epagya. Now mefa kwanya wi so no masa atwe aban na dwen asi sese yɛn nyinaa nim sɛ yɛ vice president ye maame Jane Nana Opoku ɔyɛ ɔbaa na ya na etode bi a ya sefem sɛ wonam baabi te sɛ East Legon ɛne nyanya bebree a nhu yenuanom mmaa sɛneɛ ɔmo asalai ɛwɔ kwan ho a ya na ɛyade ɛyasɛmfam ɛno nti mehu ne sɛ yɛbɛtumi afa akonya bi so na yɛtu maifo sɛneɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmo ngyegye kwan ho sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a bi a wɔfiri America wɔfiri UK wate Ghana ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛgye n'ani kakra wɔ Ghana ɔpɛ sɛ ɔvisit tourism sites na ohu nneɛma bi sei ɛna afei nso yɛ street lights a bebree wonam a ɛnyɛ adwuma ɛno nti ɛma yana kuro no mani gye no yana nipa bebree nhyɛ da ɛnya ne saa ɛno nti mefa konya wei so na matwe aban no adwene asi problems a ɛfa yakwan a bebree nyɛ ɛfa yɛ street lights a bebree asɛsɛe ɛna afei yana sɛne yɛhu ɛma bebree gyina ɛkwan ho a ebi asɛ ɔmo nyɛ adwuma bi abara sɛ sɛbi bɛsi bra na ɔmo bɔ na deɛ to ɔmo fo sɛ ɛnyɛ ne nkwa na yɛ adwuma a ɔmo betumi ayɛ ɛwɔ Ghana na mu a ɛno nti saa bere yi mɛsan atoa so aka sɛ woba baabi te sɛ Asante Akyem North hwidie nkura fɛ hwidie mu a hwidie yɛ waterfalls ɛwɔ hɔ a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛkurakura no yie sɛne ɛbɛyɛ Asante Akyem North nso so tourism ni bi ebetumi apagya wɔ hɔ woba baabi te sɛ ɔnyem so a ɛwɔ Asante Akyem North a ɔwɔ so yɛ waterfalls ni bi wɔ hɔ a ɛnka yɛsusu sɛ aban no de n'ani kɔ hɔ a ebetumi aboa ama tourism wɔ Asante Akyem North nso so apagya. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. If you want me to do
Abusua enti onenyen ene wa kan we was on translating from Kotri on from Kobrofo aha enti say ekesian people no je baby no Kobrofo man wa dwuno onti tree or tree the maran so ena bi wo so Kotri nkotin no Kobrofo man wa dwuno nimpa no onti brofo ono usi uyi brofo koto egugwan yento ensam no do na oye abedwoko wa to bohwe oman Ghana ne enwomasuan samdo ewo mani mu na peyina ogina mu emohwe wate wekui oye yewra Haruna Idrisu ono yoswafo oman Ghana yene school mu ensansamdo otewe oye 8 member committee awoboboa na waye sakraye ewo man Ghana yene school nsamun na akasa no rechemu dem Baye infisha popoli duni decade ago no na today Ghana na yenwa abrepa eba na free SHS a onu hu dwuma nkoti na yeridi na so Ghana na ehu akaza yebo hwe da ma yeda ye free SHS no na onshada endorse o se o nipem no ohun de na endorse kra enti yewra hanu Idrisu ne samcho focus say
country almost a decade ago was busy implementing a free senior high school. The country, in my view, did not adequately prepare for the absorption of the exponential increase in numbers of persons accessing free senior high school, how well we absorb them into our tertiary institutions. So there's a challenge. Ball now is in your court. What the president wants is to benefit from the knack of open, relevant, transparent discussion about how we all can contribute into making education accessible, equitable, with quality, and relevant to our national development planning needs.
Abusua na onechi no ena oyo sitine ne odo de me abedwokufu wona no ono so onensam chofo kasai
is going to do in the interim is to work out the framework to guide the National Stakeholder Forum that we consider very important. We know there are issues relating to free SHS as to whether it should be implemented as we inherited or whether the target it should go to those who really need it, as to whether the focus should be on disadvantaged groups in the country or we should just give it to everybody. As to whether our emphasis should be on access or we should emphasize quality and equi-indexed access when we're talking about free SHS. When we come to the teacher training college, for instance, we're talking about teacher allowances. As to whether when the colleges of education move up to tertiary level, and with some of them getting charter for their operations as autonomous colleges of education, we should continue paying allowances as we have now compared to what traditional university, tertiary, all these things are issues that we need to interrogate. And so we are bringing experts. We are bringing experts not only from Ghana, but from the diaspora to come, and then collectively we work out plans as to how best education can be financed in this country.
Yankon and Sanfufremo na Pentecostal and Charismatic Church our gomwa fete wo infifini mantomu waze adisade akwama abane de obaya enka Ghana yendimu na no onfasika enhyem na enzama hodoye no man Ghana ha no yenhyem kina na ombo na Ghana economy no ontumo nyin onko nanyim ye pa osende se asan yakase wo no Ghana ha no yehwe yedi yerehyem ye edwuma na aban so rehyem kina pa obobua emma Ghana economy no baby odo yedru anade nemu yedono wetum ayedo ye pa enti wode afotu ekroma aban de onhwe na ontum onye bibidam enfambo man no.
Law of supply and demand is what we produce against what we consume. Now, it should be done by two areas. Now, Ghanaians must understand, say, we have to produce. So government must invest more into production. We should add value to our raw materials. We can't just get cocoa, send the cocoa out, and import chocolate. We can't get timber, export our timber, and import tables. So I would urge strongly that we should add value to the products that we have. If we add value to them, we can get more money here in Ghana. And then if we do that, our expenses will go down, our GDP will go up, our exchange rate will come down, and then things will be better. LGBTQ, Adani Bibia is now a big issue. To be a Ghana.
Enti Abusua ono enyen aha enna mbrono bama kwan mamede ewiabe Abusua kase akan kase bono meze ebesi amo Asadan Koma Trustees Network Group Big Family Mall